Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody's doing well. City Skylines. Oh, gosh, I hope you guys don't get too angry with me. This always shows up when I start the game, okay? But I lost everything again. Black screen. My only guess at this point is when I go to the workshop and I download assets like buildings and props. I'm looking for more like entertainment places, parks, and unique buildings. I did that before and this happened, and I did it yesterday and it happened again. Now, it could be a fluke. It could be an absolute coincidence. But I'm going to say that my greed has gotten the best of me again. I wanted to find something really cute to plunk down in my roundabouts. And naturally, when I get into that workshop, I can spend hours there just looking over everything. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like this. Oh, this would be neat. And then I come back into the game and the game's like, no, stop. No. I feel so horrible. Absolutely horrible. But I don't want to give up, and I hope you guys are okay with that. Oop, I went to the wrong thing. I want to continue what I was doing. You know what, before I do that, I wanted to show you, this is stuff that you can buy. The DLC, right? I just wanted to show you that I got one, and I don't know Art Deco. I love Art Deco. So I'm assuming these are just, a pack of new buildings. I haven't even seen them yet. I don't know what they look like. But I actually have some DLC now, and I don't think it's like, it's official DLC, yes? And I did have to pay for it. It was on sale for like $2.49 or something like that. So I have that. But I'm going to go back to Shady Strands, which was called Westwood, but I put Shady Strand so that I would remember what the name of this island map is. Island map. It's an island map. And I suppose real quick, I can just discuss things that I have learned and mistakes that I've been making and finally realized. I know it's all my fault. I'm not saying it isn't. But the realization comes really late for me in a lot of cases. And in this particular instance, I thought that the tree brush mod was broken, and it's not. I had no idea that there was a limit to the number of trees that you could plunk down. I had no idea. So that was why the brush wasn't working. So I had to go back into my cities that were here. Was it here? Yeah, it was all over here. I had to go back in here and remove a majority of the trees that I had. And then I went up this way into the office area and I took out the trees there. It was pretty bad. But at least I learned, and I know that can occur. Sorry about the keyboard noises. All right, I need to buy my 25 squares. This, I did move it. No, I didn't. See, I left it. That was my other mistake, was leaving this, the expressway, through the town. I just don't think it's a good idea. Now, this area is where I had cordoned off for the industries, oil, ore, farming, and up here at the water was the forestry. Putting them all in one place isn't a good idea, but it can work if you utilize the expressway correctly. So it comes through the city that I had here, the office, but then it cuts straight through the center here and out. Now with all of this over here, maybe I should have just had it follow along the river down here, gone under or over the railroad here, and then hooked up here to come over here and then back down. That way I could have branched off here and maybe up here to go over this way and then built in the center here, as opposed to having this come through the center. Does that make sense? And do you think that my industry trucks and traffic would work out a little bit better if I kept the expressway along the river and brought it over here and then down this way toward where the other expressway is, and then just have branches coming into the city so that all of the trucks aren't coming through? Because I think the issue I was having with the road here leading, this was my college campus, and then this was Old Town and Midtown. A majority of them were coming across that bridge, going up there, hitting that roundabout just to get out here. Yeah, I think that was the big problem. So I think, this is what I want to try. I do believe if I did trail it like that, that might do the trick. Because I would like to keep my industry here. I mean, let's go out here. There is industry down here. The oil is down here. But I don't know. There's oil, farming, or... well, you can make actually forestry anywhere. I honestly thought, I'm just saying that this might be, put my industries down here and leave this all free. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if you took your forest brush and you planted a ton of, say, oak, pine, and maple in a thick swath, right? That it only worked if you had the industries DLC, that the land would get darker green, but that's not true, because if you will recall, in my forestry area here, I flooded it. I flooded it with all of the typical timber type trees, and that was the darkest green I had ever seen on a map. So it worked for me. Maybe that was one of those things where with the DLC, the game included a few free items for us poor folk, because they do that sometimes. They'll make a new pack that you have to buy, but a few of the mechanics of that pack they'll just give to everybody, and that might be one of them. Because if you go back to the content manager in the option, I don't think it's options, I think it's content manager, you can choose the option to have constant ore and constant oil, but not constant farming and constant forestry. But I never noticed my farming land disappearing or fading any more than I noticed my ore disappearing. Well, ore, I didn't mean to say ore, forestry. But I can build up on the forestry. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. I just really like that idea. I might be stuck on it, and maybe this is not such a good idea. But I think it's just in an ideal location. I can put the cargo harbor right here. Now, that was the other thing. I put a cargo harbor here, and then it ended up putting another one here. And that was probably a dumb idea. I was of the impression that the trucks would take the stuff in and the ships would take the stuff out, which they do. But trucks also pick up, and then they come all the way around, and they come over the bridges, and they either go up into my city or they go over here into my city, just to get to the expressway with the goods. Now, they do have to deliver. I understand that. They do have to deliver to all of my places, commercial and stuff. But I think if they have a main short distance to the expressway in either direction, that should cut down on the traffic, hopefully, so that some of the trucks have to get through to deliver, but not all of them have to get through just to get out, you know? So that is my biggest idea for restarting this. And I talked about the brush. Now, as far as smoothing the land goes, After I lost this yesterday, I took a couple hours off to cry. And then I came back in and I tried a new map, foggy something. And boy, was it foggy. It was very annoying, so I chose not to record on that one. But the land itself was just up and down and up and down. And they had a river wider than this, like this wide, going all the way around to this side and even wider. So the river like starts here and goes all the way over here. It came all the way down here. And then you had a bridge with the road going across. Well, I started at their opening here and I tried too smooth. And I thought I had done a wonderful job until I got to the banks. Oh my gosh. The banks were either too high or too low. So I did sloping and I did smoothing. And then I came back over here to start on this side and see if I could get it, nicely around. And the next thing I knew, that river was all the way over here. It had flooded the entire... so I had to quickly come back. I mean, I didn't have anything built yet. I was just goofing around with the terraforming, trying to perfect it. And I haven't perfected it. So I had to raise the land up pretty high here just to keep that raging river at bay. It was crazy. However, what I learned was, regardless of the number of times you smooth these bumpy bump here, see how bumpy it is? Up and down and up and down. When you put a road down, my roads don't do this. My roads dig into the dirt and it just goes straight down and then comes back up. And then you have these massive cliffside expressways, which I don't mind, to be honest. I think that helps with sound. If your road is either underneath or way over your town, you don't hear the traffic as much. If it's coming straight through, yeah, you're going to hear it. But what I'm trying to point out is this road kind of comes up and then goes down and then it comes. Mine won't do that. I don't know why. Even smoothing it out, when I set the road down in a straight line, it gouges the earth. And I'm like, I flattened this. Why is it still doing this? So I still have a lot to learn about terraforming. It's driving me nuts. Trying to work with the lay of the land is the best option. I know that, but I have great difficulty with it. I just need to learn about sloping. What is it? This one is softening. Yeah, this one. I've got to figure it out. This one is terrifying because you either go way down too fast or you go way up too fast. This is the one I thought that I had worked out and it didn't seem to matter because I thought I had flattened it out very nicely, at least in the area that I wanted to work. And again, the minute I put the road down, it went down into the earth that I had just spent 25 minutes flattening. So it was a little deflating. So I don't want to bore you too much. I hope nobody is too angry that this continues to occur. I do apologize. It's very upsetting for me as well. I'm not happy about this, all that work that I did. But I am doing this to learn how to play the game and understand the mechanics of the game. I'm no expert. I never claimed to be. I will not be able to teach you anything. If anything, you guys will be my guide. And you will have to teach me. But I'm going to rebuild this city. I'm going to try to stick to the original plan to keep it as balanced as I can. But there will be changes, and I hope everybody is all right with that. I'm learning from my mistakes in this build as well. Things that I could have done better, or maybe should have done differently. I'm going to try that. Also, before I go, I cannot believe that this is already Christmas week. It just blew my mind. I found that out just yesterday, that Christmas is on Sunday. Oh my goodness. So that just means things are going to get really hectic. And as sporadic as my uploads have been lately, they might be a little bit more sporadic until after Christmas. I hope that's okay as well. YouTube, for whatever reason, the internet is telling me it is my internet access that may be the culprit. But YouTube is taking hours to process my uploads. And so something that I upload to YouTube at noon, it doesn't even get finished until after 4 o'clock. And this is recent. I haven't done anything different. I don't know what the deal is. When you look it up on the internet, it says that clean your cache, which I did. And then I had password issues and the internet speed. And every time I go to check my internet speed, it says my upload time is phenomenal. So I don't know. But that's the story of my life. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that things are going to be a little goofy around here. And as much as I want to upload every single day and as much as it will benefit me YouTube-wise, it just doesn't seem likely over the next several days. I will try. I'd like to at least show progress reports, if that's okay. But I don't know. I will expect it to go up on the day I put it. But if YouTube says no, then it's going to go up the next day. That's about it for this video. And I, again, heartfelt apologies to anyone who's upset that I lost the city again. I got rid of everything that I had downloaded yesterday. And I went back in again. I cleaned everything up. You can tell it's working fine here. I promise I will not do that again. I will not do that again. There's actually a report you can click on. At the beginning of the video, you saw it where Content Manager warned you of issues that may occur because of the things you have. And then it says go to the report or go to Content Manager. If you go to the report, it'll take you to the website. And there are just hundreds of defunct mods and deleted. They actually just removed them from the workshop altogether. So I'm a little confused why Biffa and Seniac and City Planner Plays and all the other guys who daily, or sometimes daily, upload these videos, they use all of those mods and assets, and they don't seem to be having any problems. They don't seem to have any issues, and they continue playing with the 81 tiles mod and a lot of the precision tools for plopping down roads. So I don't know why. I'm just sorry that it is happening and you guys have to put up with it as well as I do. I don't mean to be this unorganized, but I promise I will not go to the workshop ever again unless somebody tells me, hey, there is an 81 tiles mod. It is legit. It is completely updated with the latest version of the game, and it doesn't crash the game. Then I will go in. I found a KFC. I have a Burger King. I think I have a McDonald's. But I found statues and all sorts of cool things. And I had to get rid of it all. So I'm going to have to get a little creative when it comes to my roundabout circles. I'll figure something out. But thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.